Hey, folks, sorry about the delay. I apologize this morning. Let me check it out. Yes. We are in, hold on a minute. Let me get that off the screen. We are in Studio B. What's that say there? Does that say live in Studio FYN TV Studio B? Let me tell you something. What we have been working on for the last couple weeks, well, at the end of the year, is preparing a second studio. Now, I'm not done. I'm going to be hanging some pictures and some things of that nature. Going to be hanging some things on the wall, but this is our FYN TV Studio B. Now, I know you never thought I would come to you live from a Studio B, right? I get it. But folks, we have some other things that are going to be happening simultaneously. Did I say that correctly? In Studio A. So we got a lot of new things happening this year. So this is our first day. Tell everybody how to get in touch with us. Have you run that across the screen yet? Because I don't have my monitor. There you go. That looks really good. You could still get in touch with us the same way. Nothing has changed. Destiny is running the control panel. So if you're happy, then tell her, okay? If you're not happy, ooh, sorry, Destiny, then tell her. But anyhow, she's in the control panel. A quick programming note or a quick note on fyntv.com. Late last year, yes, seems like it was just 2 weeks ago, but late last year, in the beginning of this year, we have had some program not responding, our broadcast program not responding properly, some things like that. And yesterday we apologize. It didn't respond at 9:30. So we are making after the week is over, the Friday show at Circuit World, we're making a switch on our broadcast computer system in the studio there, in the broadcast booth. We're going to make that switch Friday. So the beginning of the year here, we can get started out to where our programming is not freezing up. Okay, so let me ask you a question. First of all, there is where to start, okay? So Iran, let me go with this, Destiny. Okay, let's go here. Let me get some pictures up. Okay, so Iran started the day out. All right, let's go to number 7. So we killed this piece of garbage, all right? And number 7 here, Democrat lawmakers cannot come together with the need to extinguish this individual. Okay, they cannot come to terms to say it. Elizabeth Warren couldn't say it yesterday to Meghan McCain on The View, but I have made a decision not to air The View or kindly put them up, but still yet she cannot come to say it. None of the candidates can come to say that President Donald Trump has actually saved lives and made the world a safer place by, and yesterday, Mark Esper, is Espy or Esper, whatever, the defense secretary, said a matter of days, okay? Soleimani was not in Baghdad, okay? Not in Baghdad for any other reason. Now, Zarif, which is the, we'll get into that, Zarif is the Iranian defense minister, right? Or whatever he is, or whatever the hell he is, okay? Baghdad Bob is equivalent Zarif there. Personal friends with John Kerry, which the media won't talk about. But anyhow, they want you to believe, and our media carries their water, okay? They want you to believe that Soleimani was in Baghdad on a diplomatic mission, And what did Mike Pompeo say yesterday? You believe that? You really believe that? I want to see the first one in the media jump up and say they believe he was there on a diplomatic mission and write that story. So anyhow, that being all said, okay, last night, Iran launched missiles, okay? I have a hard time bringing this to you because I can't, I have to be honest, the brain can't process some of the SH asterisk I hear on TV. It's hard to process. If I was able to sit down one-on-one with Mark Levin, Rush Limbaugh, I'd like to get in a room with Mark, Rush, Sean. I would need to be in the room. You don't realize that. I would. But I'd like to ask them how they process. If I had a question for Russ and I could call in today, how do you process some of the things you hear coming out of these people's mouths? I mean, I really like the great one, Mark Levin. I'm going to come up front and tell you, I struggle with processing some of the things I hear. Now, just seems like it was a couple days ago, the news narrative for killing this piece of SH asterisk asterisk was that we dropped the bomb, should have the music right there, on him while he was on a diplomatic mission, but we dropped a bomb on him within a sovereign country. And we assassinated, not my words, trust me, we assassinated a high-ranking official, okay, of a sovereign nation. Iran. Iran's a sovereign nation. Okay. Well, let me just say this. Okay. You spent, all right. Let me go here. Let me see where I want to be right now. Let's see if this one pans out. Yeah. Let's go to number 35. Iran fires at U.S. forces in Iraq, but Iran strike seem. I love that word. I use it myself sometimes. When I want to be 100% clear, I want to imply something. You may use the word seem intended to avoid U.S. deaths. Holy, I mean, how do you wrap your head around this corrupt media? Seem intended. CNN carrying the water. Don't worry, Iran. We will let everybody know it seemed like you were doing the right thing and not killing people. Just sending a signal. What was the signal? We'll show you that in a minute. But I mean, it's absolutely disgusting because instead of reporting this morning that Iran launched missiles into a sovereign country of Iraq, what do we want to know? Do we want to know if Iraqis knew they were coming in? Maybe we had people in the Iraq government that tipped us off to let us know to make sure we're okay and everything like that. And first and foremost, I know we're way into the show by about 9 minutes, but I am happy to hear our men and women are safe. Sadly, CNN and them are not. I know that's cold, right? Who needs, and first of all, read that, will you? But Iran strikes seem intended to avoid U.S. deaths. Whoa. Now, here is the signal, and we're going to dig down into this really deep today. Here is the signal. Now, you know, all right, I don't want to say that yet. I'll hold that back, but I will get that. Where are these two pieces of, here it is. Number 21. Give me number 21, Destiny. All right. So here is your president of the United States of America, Donald J. Trump. Now, I understand they don't want to, hey, I got my San Francisco cup out today. Can you see that? San Francisco. And I got the little love on the back, San Francisco, for all you little liberal wackos that are stepping in S-H-I-T. Oh, asterisk, asterisk. Those last two letters are supposed to be asterisks. Help me out here, will you? Anyhow, you know, you're stepping out. I went to San Francisco. I left my heart there and something else on the corner. All right. Back to you, Phil. Now, here is what's on your screen, okay? And the media is loving this. Because we have this wacko. I do not come on here. If you're new to the show. Oh, by the way, welcome in Iowa. Yes, got a message yesterday in Iowa. So welcome in Iowa. Don't know how many viewers, but love having you here. Tell your friends, please. So here's the thing, right? So I do not come on and I really don't waste my time on the media. The elite Hollywood pieces of crap. Okay. So when George Lopez gets up there, it says, that, Iran put in $80 million. Now, this is not getting reported, okay? It's a sad state of affairs, which, I hope they don't sue me because I'd have to settle real quick with CNN. CNN settled yesterday. But it's a sad state of affairs where I can't prove, but I feel, let me go this All right, let me go back because I think the timing is right. Where is that one there? Let's see. That's the theme of our show. Here you go. Go back to 35. 35 for a minute. Now, I want you to go back to the president. I hope I kept that number. Iran fires at U.S. forces in Iraq. But Iran's strikes seem intended to avoid U.S. deaths. They seem. So that's where I'm going to go with. Okay. Let's go back to the president. Okay. It seems like to me the media would have no problem of reporting Donald Trump's death. I know that was a straight shot in like an Iranian missile, but it seems to me that they would have no problem reporting his death. It seems to me, okay? Because Iraq last night, and that's why MSNBC, treason, anti-American, anti-patriot. Look at that picture. Let me get that one up on my screen. So if you're watching these pieces of garbage at 6 a.m. when they come on, you see it says 3:59 a.m. in the bottom corner, if you can see it, and it shows the president of the United States of America, Donald J. Trump, and it shows him December 26, 2018, and it shows the Al-Assad air base in Iraq. Do you get all that? This is the very first image that Minka and Joe put on the air at 6 a.m. First image is what you have on the screen. Letting you know that Iran didn't just shoot at those bases. They shot at bases where our senators go to visit the troops. Our president goes to visit the troops. Okay? They intended to let us know that if Mike Pence goes to say Merry Christmas or, Happy Halloween, whatever the hell it is, our top, if Lindsey Graham visits, all right, the bases they launched the missiles into, and it's disgusting what they put up, are the places where our top level officials, because, according to our media, it seems like, he was number 3 in charge. A sovereign nation, and we took out their number 3 in charge. So last night, Iran is throwing all of these missiles into our bases, letting us know your safe haven to come visit these men and women no longer exists. Show up. We know where you're at. We'll throw we'll throw a missile. We know where you're at. And our media is loving serving it up. Absolutely loving serving it up. We're going to talk about, let me tell you this. It seems to me that Iran brought down a Ukrainian plane, a Boeing 737 or whatever it is, with 170 some people down. You're hearing crashed. 2 minutes after takeoff, it crashed. Interesting, right? At the same time, they were lobbing their missiles. I think there was 33. I'm doing it off the top of my head. I'm going to bring it up to 33 Canadians, 3 Brits. What are they going to do? Are they going to accept? Because my understanding right now, we will go to across the pond to the newspaper like Daily Caller and people like that. But my understanding right now, Iran is refusing to turn over the black box. Interesting, huh? Is the media talking about Iran taking out a plane and killing people? Well, they wouldn't do that. There was 80 Iranians on there. Well, what the hell? They didn't care. They don't care to kill 80 Iranians. Anyhow. Okay, so back to this picture. That's what they wanted to do. Who needs? I'm going to try to keep my composure because, like I said, I would love, if you can get a call into Rush at noon, if you can get a call into the great one, Mark Levin, if you can ask Sean Hannity. He does it 20 hours a day. I don't know when that dude sleeps. I got to give it to him. Not all up on his program and stuff because I can't do that. I got a business to run, but I got to give him credit for his effort. Who needs, when CNN and MSNBC are, why would Iran need an intelligence department? Number 14, 4:38 a.m. this morning Mountain Time. Well, let's see here. Let's take a quick look here. MSNBC says, well, we've got 2,000 troops in Turkey, and we've got 600 in Syria. We got 5,500 troops in Iraq. Afghanistan, we have 12 to 13,000. All right, that's one picture. So now the other one here, let me get, see, that's MSNBC. Let me get CNN this morning. Where were they at? Oh, here's one, CNN. They helping the Iranians out. Number 36, U.S. troops in the Middle East. Trump tweets, all is well. All is well. Vow to make statement about Iran attack this morning. Now, I don't know. I will check in every break we take this morning to see what the statement is, but vows to make a statement, okay? They have 1,700, between 5 and 1,000 in Syria. So if you look, Kuwait, we've got 13,000. There's a good place for you to shoot. Saudi Arabia, we have 3,000. Qatar, we have 10. You know, UAE, we have 5,000. Bahrain, we have 7. Iraq, 5. Let's see. Afghanistan, 12. Okay, well, you know, good. I got it. Hey, why not? Let's do this. Here's another graphic that MSNBC put up at 5:38 this morning Central Time, meaning Minka and Joe put this up. Number 15, U.S. troops in Saudi Arabia and Persian Gulf between 45,000 and 65,000. And Iran has demanded they want us out of the complete region. Iran sent missiles, and I'm going to take a break and we're going to come back because I want to get into this. Iran sent missiles to our bases intending to kill our people. Okay. They have reported, this piece, I mean, I'm not going to lose my temper today. I'm just going to be very calm and let you decide how bad this is. And I have to tell you, a qualifier, I don't know what you do on qualifiers of your friends, okay? I don't know what you do, all right? Your friends. And when I say your friends, the people that you meet at Mesquite Grill from time to time, that's a local thing to us. And, you got your margaritas going with the salt on the top. I do not personally drink. I do not partake of adult beverages, or you got a glass of wine and whatever. Here's to me. It's sad that we're divided, but breaking bread is important. I know. Breaking bread. What is your qualifier of breaking bread? Because I'm going to tell you right now, okay? Let's go back to number 35. If you sit down with somebody and you like this individual, or couple or whoever they are, and you say, okay, I got to have a little qualifier here. What news network do you watch the most? Which one's A, B, and C? If they tell you CNN is A, I know you're going to laugh and say I'm silly. If they tell you their news network where they get their news is CNN A, get the hell away. In fact, if I see you breaking bread with them publicly, I'll ask you, what the hell's wrong with you? Right? I'm serious. Look at this again, number 35. You got it on the screen. Okay. Iran fires, but look at that. But Iran's strikes seem intended to avoid U.S. deaths. They intended, CNN, you pieces of no good garbage, MSNBC, ABC, CBS, all the above, they intended to kill our kids. Soleimani was successful with killing hundreds of our kids, thousands of innocent people in the region. Okay. Soleimani is responsible for thousands of your kids that you see with no arms and legs, with, prosthetic limbs. And you put up on the screen, you pieces of garbage, scenes. Iran seems, let me tell you something. Iran has never seemed to not hurt one of our kids. Let me tell you something. On November 4th, 1979, did they seem to take 52 hostages for 444 days? No. Did they seem to point guns at our men and women on a boat and embarrass them? No. Seem my ass. Sorry. Seem. Let me tell you something. They had to settle with that kid yesterday. We'll talk about that. But let me tell you, I want to tell you right now, let me just say this, okay? If you're sitting down and you're eating dinner with CNN viewers, don't friggin' even talk to me. You got it? If they're in a CNN, where do you get your news? Oh, I watch CNN all day. Get the hell away from me, all right? Now, I'm not going to be mean to you. I'm not going to try to take your damn parking space, okay? I'm not going to say anything in public to you that's ugly. If you say hello, I will return a pleasantry of, hello, how are you today? I promise, nothing will happen. But you will not see my ass sitting down in a restaurant breaking bread with them. That goes for all of you out there. All right, sorry. I said I was not going to get upset. I don't know how that came across. Because it seemed, let me tell you something. They reported, and NBC ran it. They reported that they killed 30 on Iranian, I think it's 30 on Iranian TV. They reported that they killed our people. NBC ran it. Yes, they did. They helped carry the propaganda that they killed our kids. But the Democrats will let you know. I'm going to take a break, but this one gets me, okay? Because how they are defending these people, it's so disgusting. Let me get it. I had it here just a minute ago. This Zarif, and they're all going to run. Martha Raddatz will wrap her head in, and she will look like an Iranian woman, and she will run to get her damn interview with this Zarif. Okay, hang tight here. Hang tight. I got this piece of garbage right here. Number 19. And the Dems will run with this. They will agree with this. Here is this Zarif, the guy that loves killing your kids. Oh, let me tell you something. You think he's building a damn nuclear weapon so it would seem like we don't get annihilated? If all else fails, say you're going to wipe Israel off the face of the map. I got comments on that today. Look at this here. Iran took and concluded proportionate measures. I'm going to have to do something with my heart. In self-defense under Article 51 of UN Charter targeting base from which cowardly armed attacks against our citizens and senior officials were launched. Now you notice they put in United Nations, UN Charter, Article 51. So you're going to have these liberal bleeding hearts all day say, well, they did attack us, but they followed the law in response. They went to the UN Charter. They followed the law. Trump did not follow the law. He assassinated an Iranian official on foreign soil, totally against UN. All right. They're probably condemning Trump at the UN now, but this guy, Iran, followed the UN Charter. Oh, my God. We do not seek to escalate war, but will defend ourselves against any aggression. And we don't want to escalate, but we just do want you to know, and MSNBC, Joe and Mika will show you where the president is. We want you to know we know where you guys visit your, upper echelon, and we will take you out when you go next time to slice turkey with the men and women. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. I am BKP, your host. I am in such a good mood. We are in Studio B, FYN TV Studio B, growing leaps and bounds every day. I'm going to decorate. So don't give me no hell. I'm going to decorate, okay? Take a break.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in LOJ, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Ace is your healthful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge, we have your new house in stock.
Circuit World has 9-piece living room packages at incredible prices. Get this stylish sofa and love seat, 3 tables, 2 lamps, 43-inch 4K TV, and stand, all for only $1699.99 or $129.99 a month. Or get this 9-piece living room and reclining sofa and reclining love seat, now only $1999.99 or $149.99 a month. These packages are amazing. Stop in today at one of our 5 locations and get the furniture you've always wanted at Circuit World.
Okay, folks, we're back. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. I'm coming to you live from, that's how you get in touch with the show. Good job there, Destiny. And we are now in Studio B, FYN TV. You know, I was a little hesitant to go to Studio B based on BKP live from Studio B. Put in there FYN TV Studio B if you don't mind. But I was reluctant. It's done. It's over. You all know. And I was reluctant to do it because of the fact that I don't agree in B anything. I mean, you're either in the A group or you're out, right? But I have to admit to it. We got a lot of new things going on this year. I'm doing some decorating, so I don't want to hear it. Now, anyhow, so before we get to rolling, I want to thank our viewer. We're going to call it a viewer. I don't know how many we have right now in Iowa. So a couple days ago, I want to thank all of our viewers across the country. And a couple days ago, I received a text message. Okay, and I'm just going to read it here. I won't put the number out. I have a phone number. And it said, "I think you're great and your presentations are raw and informative." Okay. Long live BKP. That's the message I got. And I sent back, "Thanks for your kind words." And I saw the area code. I know, folks, see, saw, seen. I got it. All right. So I saw, or I seen it, or I see it now, whatever the hell you want to say. All right. I'm in a great mood. So I see the area code now in front of me. I saw it the other day. I seen it when I was passing by. I don't know. So that way, and so I looked it up, and then I sent the message, you know, "Hey, thank you for your kind words. Where are you at?" And I got back Iowa. And I said, "Wow, okay." And I said, Good morning. Can you give me any comment on the Democrat primary in Iowa? And the text I got back, I don't know if it's a man or woman right now. Keystone Comps. That's putting it kindly. Okay. Or mildly, meant to say this, and mildly, kindly and mildly. So welcome our new viewer out there in Iowa. Please put the number back up. You can, I want to prove, you can text me live on the air. You can send me text at any time. That's the phone number on the screen, or you can email me. So glad to hear somebody in Iowa out there. Now, back to you. I sent this to the Cub fan. I told him I'm going to call everybody out. I am. Now, if you're new to the show and you don't know who the Cub fan is, we'll get into that, okay? Every Friday, we have a show that we do. It's a little different, and it's at Circuit World in Blue Ridge. We do a live location show, and every Friday we do that, and we have a Ask the Doc segment, and then we go into the All-Star Political Panel, and you guys that are tuned in on Friday, you get to meet Rick, Bruce, Jane, myself. Sometimes Cindy is with us. Sometimes Joanne is with us. I mean, we've had Dr. Raymond Timbin stayed with us last week. So we have guests from time to time. But most of you know, if you keep up with the show, you know Bruce and Rick. So I'm going to identify Rick. He may get upset. He is the Cub fan. All right. And I just told the Cub fan, he'll be sitting in tomorrow. He's going to respond to this. Okay. I'm going to Atlanta in the morning, ATL. All right. So if you're out there nationally, don't go away yet. But we are getting ready in Georgia to start the 2020 legislative session. Okay. You should pay attention no matter where you're at to your state legislative session. It's amazing to me how many new laws go into effect, and you don't find out to, regardless if you're in Iowa or whatever, that your new, your tractor permit that you got to put a sticker on went from $18 to $32. When did that happen? Your state legislative session. You don't know that your boat tax went from, to have a boat in your state, a sticker to put on it, from $25 to $64. When did that happen? The state legislative session. All right. And that's usually when we find things out, and I'm amazed by that. But anyhow, mañana, tomorrow, Georgia House Speaker David Ralston holds an annual, press conference, pre-legislative press conference. All the Atlanta TV stations show up. Now, they don't like me, so I go for a couple reasons. This will be 6 years. I go for number one, in North Georgia, the 9th district, the 7th representative. David Ralston is the representative, not just Speaker of the House of Georgia, of the 7th district. No matter where you're at in the state, I go to bring that information to you. And I ask a couple questions, and I will enjoy tomorrow because I learned, okay? I'm not wasting your time, but when BKP went to his first big league press conference, I watched and I couldn't get in. I said, that'll never happen again. That's where it never happened again. So the next one, I'll never forget getting those two questions in front of the Associated Press and somebody else to Ted Cruz at a campaign stop one time. And it really ticked Ted Cruz had people from the Hill, the Associated Press. I mean, the room was packed, shoulder to shoulder. And the candidates or the Senator Cruz came in. He was campaigning at that time for then candidate David Perdue, now Senator David Perdue of Georgia. And they come in these little rooms with the press, and they take about 3 questions, and they give an opening statement. And you've got to listen, right? You've got to listen for that. Boom. It's like in a press room, right? So at this time, I've learned how these big guys work. And I got 2 questions, and then it ticked them all off. Anyhow, I'm going tomorrow to Atlanta for 2 reasons: to get you information on the 2020 Georgia legislative session and what's intended over at the House of Representatives. I'm going to wander the halls. I'm going to stop by the governor's office, just say I was there. I'm going to stop by the Senate. Our state senator, Steve Goode, stopped by his office, and others, and say hello. So tomorrow, that long-ass story I just told you, Rick and Bruce will be sitting in. They'll do a great job, and he will comment on me saying that I don't care who you are. If I see you sitting down, it will seem like we used to be friends. Just joking. All right. Let me get past that. All right. The other reason I go to the press conference is just to pee off all those big league names from those networks that hate little old BKP in North Georgia. So that's the second reason. Okay, so let's go with this, okay? First of all, let me see if there's anything new. Trump to talk. Commander-in-Chief will address the nation on Iraq U.S. military. Let me click real quick to see if we're going to get any timing. Trump to make statement. Missile strikes assures nation all is well. Okay. He's expected to make a statement. What time? It doesn't say right now, but we will keep up on what time the president plans to make his statement. So I'm very upset because Iran had only one intent and one intent only. Don't know how that sounded. Was to kill our kids. There's never been any other intention. Okay. Give me number 41. Iranian lawmakers designate U.S. military terrorists respond to killing Quds Force Commander Soleimani. So there has never seemed to be or a lack of intent to do none other than kill your kids. So if our Pentagon releases this morning that 2-3 of our kids are killed, if they do at this time, all is well. That's my understanding at this time. But if they would actually release the damage, the pictures of the damage, and reports from our Pentagon that kids are killed, would CNN or will CNN retract and say, well, it seemed like it earlier, right? What is that? Number 31. I know I've got so many pictures today, and you're going to say, are you going to just keep playing that one? No, 35, right? If the Pentagon comes out and says, number 35, please, that strikes seem intended to avoid, will they come out and say, our earlier assessment of the situation may have been incorrect? Huh? Give me number 49. Maybe their current assessment of the situation here seemed to be incorrect. They settled with this kid. All right, so let's go. Here's my only casualty. I want to have fun. Last night's only casualty was just this, number 44. And number 44, and the Iranians tried to kill him, number 43, because they kill all gays in Iran. That's just for the liberal media. That's the casualty last night. All right, and we know number 42, John Kerry should be brought up on charges for what he did, all right, and his friendliness and his attempt to help Iran against his own country. And so let me see here. Let me get the ones correct here. All right. Lawmakers sent a letter to the White House. All right. And this is number 9. Here is the lawmakers. Keep in mind, okay? So lawmakers sent a letter to the White House. We write to you with deep concern over the state of the increasingly volatile relationship with the Islamic Republic of Iran. First of all, what relationship? It's never been a relationship, okay? It has never been a relationship, never, big word. Well, we watched John Kerry go over there and shake hands, and they signed the agreement and everything. There has never been a relationship with this country. You understand? There has never been one day they liked you. There has never been one day they did not feel you should die. There's never been one day no matter how many pictures you saw on CNN, MSNBC, or any of the corrupt media. There's never been one day that they didn't feel Israel should be completely removed from the face of the earth. Not one day. Never a relationship. With Islamic Republic of Iran, the recent military operation targeting a senior Iraqi general. How the hell do you write these damn words on our stationery as lawmakers and send it to our damn White House? Sorry for that outburst. Recent military operation targeting Iranian general in the Republic of Iraq. So respectful. I actually like how respectful they are in this letter. You really believe that? Number 10. Number 10. While we do not mourn his death, okay, have you sent this letter to the liberal press? Have you sent this letter to other Democrats? Have you sent this letter to the Democrat candidates wanting to be commander-in-chief in the next president of the United States? Have you clued them in not to mourn the death? Wearing black? While we do not mourn his death, the killing has profoundly escalated regional tensions. Folks, they can't escalate any more than they have been. You see, day before, Soleimani's alive. They hate everything about you. And if they got the green light and were able to clean you off the face of the map with a nuclear weapon that Obama helped them buy and build, killing our kids that John Kerry, relieving the sanctions, helped kill, they would have done it the day before he was dead. If they can, they would have done it the day after. All right? So first and foremost, okay? First and foremost, increasing, there's no increasing. The level of hate for you is here on the day before. It's here on the day after. There's no increasing. They never hated you any less or any more. I don't know. I got to get off that. All right. Increase that posed our service members and diplomats serving overseas and shifted resources from counter ISIS mission. So our lawmakers are saying, you know what? The day before, when Espers said, now they have, here's the disgusting thing is these people have the classified briefings. They know that our ambassador in Baghdad, our State Department officials in Baghdad, citizens, our citizens, the list goes on, our men and women in Baghdad, our ambassador, everybody was in imminent danger. They know that, okay? Just within days. Soleimani was not there, okay, to do a family-friendly TV episode. He was there to kill our people, our kids, our men and women, Americans, okay? And I will tell you, I think how, my opinion, I have no insight into this, but I think how we found out this was going to happen, and part of it, if it comes out, that I think they probably warned someone in Iraq that they should not have trusted to get their men and women out of the way, okay? So anyhow, we've let them know, our diplomats are, our diplomats, whatever. Number 11, your administration has yet to provide the American people and Congress with a sufficient explanation as to why this action was necessary and what your overall strategy is for curbing Iranians' regional aggression or nuclear ambition. Here's my strategy. They kill an American, I'll kill their ass. He's dead. That's what Trump said. He's dead. He's dead. Kill an American, you'll be dead. What's the strategy? What's your strategy? Could you please come out and let us know your strategy? Because we'd like to send it to them. We would. We think it should be a fair fight. Isn't that what Stacey Abrams says? A fair fight? I will take a break. We're going to come right back. But before we do, how about this? And where is this in the news? Let's go to number 6. We're going to talk about this when we get back. We got so much to unpack. Don't you hate when they say unpack? Ready? Iran claims Boeing crash that claimed 177 lives hours after the missile attack on U.S. base was caused by an engine fire, but refuses, this is a headline, okay, from a foreign paper this morning, refuses to hand over the jet's black box as images show fuselage peppered with holes. Maybe there's a cover-up. Maybe our media is helping with the cover-up. Huh? Maybe they are. Maybe Democrats are helping with the cover-up because they want to drag us into a war. And that's what Iran may have shot that plane down, is to get a coalition force against them, and we could be an all-out war. Maybe that's, I don't know. Do you know? But I'll tell you this. What if it's a cover-up? Because you know what the hell we hear Schumer and Pelosi and all these pieces of garbage about our president? Well, the reason he doesn't want witnesses is he wants to continue this cover-up. We'll talk cover-up as soon as we return. I'm your host, BKP. Take a break.
Circuit World has complete queen bedroom packages at amazing prices. Get this queen bed, dresser and mirror, one nightstand, bedding set, and free 32-inch TV, all for only $1799.99 or $129.99 a month. Or get this complete queen bedroom set and sleep in style, also for only $1799.99 or $129.99 a month. What an incredible deal! Stop in today at one of our 5 locations and get the furniture you've always wanted at Circuit World.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
I'm Jeff Riblett, President of Asset Protection Group. As a certified financial planner and with 20 years experience, I've helped thousands of families and business owners create a tremendous amount of wealth. Fortunately, most of that wealth has been protected. Don't allow an unforeseen life event, such as a nursing home stay or the next market meltdown, destroy your family's wealth. Be smart. Call me. Let's determine how best to protect your assets and preserve your wealth.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in LOJ, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on-site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Ace is your helpful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge, we have your new house in stock.
Circuit World has 9-piece living room packages at incredible prices. Get this stylish sofa and love seat, 3 tables, 2 lamps, 43-inch 4K TV, and stand, all for only $1699.99 or $129.99 a month. Or get this 9-piece living room and reclining sofa and reclining love seat, now only $1999.99 or $149.99 a month. These packages are amazing. Stop in today at one of our 5 locations and get the furniture you've always wanted at Circuit World.
Come back. I'm ready, man. What the? I'm ready. Come back. I'm ready. Ready. Let's go. Now, I got a message from the Cub fan. Am I doing a show here for the World Wide Web, or am I to go back and forth with the Cub fan? The Cub fan wants you to know that Rick and Bruce will be in Studio A in the morning. A. Just, he knows I'm troubled. The truth is, I'm in Studio B. We've developed a new studio this year because we're going to have multiple things happening. Things are going to be happening. I mean, it's going to be flying around just like this. You're going to have to reach up, try to catch what all we're doing. Anyhow. Oh, that's correct. BKP live from FYN TV Studio B. But it hurts my heart. But you're right. Okay, there you go. I like that. All right, folks. Let's step into this. Not in San Francisco. Are they putting signs in San Francisco saying, watch your step? Like a curb, watch your step. Is there a steaming pile of poo on a sign in San Francisco that says, beware, watch your step? You can land your right or left foot in a pile of SH. I mean, it's disgusting. The cities are disgusting. And guess what? There's some weirdo people out there that say, hey, a good plague will deplete the population and we may need that. I'm serious. Oh my God, BKP's lost his mind. Go to one of these SHITTY. Was that be it? I don't know. Cities, and you will see disgusting. You can't go in a damn bathroom in the city. You go in a bathroom in the city. Animals, people are animals. It's like they piss on the floor. I should never said that, but I'm telling you, that you're friggin' animals. That's why I'm going to stay right here in Studio B. I don't want bothered with them. All right, where was I at? Okay, so let's go here for a minute. Let's see what I have here. What's number 4? All right, let's go back. Okay, so number 5, let's put this up. So here is the trajectory. Is that it? So we have a planned flight route, and we have a Ukrainian aircraft, I think a Boeing 747, 737, whatever. And they are from Tehran, okay. to Ukraine. Now, everywhere except for foreign papers, maybe New York Times has accidentally wrote it, I don't know, but everywhere you're hearing about the plane crash. It is coincidental that this plane crash happened about the time they were trying to kill Americans from Iran to Iraq. Now, did they accidentally kill these people? Or did they send a message to Canada and the Britons? I don't know. So here it is. Here's the flight plan. Okay. Now, let's go to number 6. And I'm going to give you where I have this, and you can go read any of it. Iran claims Boeing crash that claimed 177 lives. So as CNN is reporting, it seems like they were just sending a warning shot, sending missiles in the air. Okay. I'll tell you who's watching. Rocket Man watching hard. Okay. Iran lobbing missiles from one sovereign country to another into our base seemed like they were not trying to kill our kids. But guess what? At the same time, coincidentally, there's 177 people dead. 177 people. See, we're going to send a message to your embassy. We're going to send a message to your military bases. We're going to send a message that you need to be out of the region. And if we kill people, it'll be great. Okay? Oh, I think it's hilarious because nobody will report. Iran may not have intended to hurt anybody. Iran may have made sure there was enough notice so nobody did get hurt. Because Iran did see what the hell happens if you kill an American. The last thing Iran needed this morning was to find out an American was dead. He would be shaking in his turban. I mean, sir, I have to report we killed 2 Americans. Holy mackerel. I don't know what kind of way. I can't speak their language. Oh, we're in deep doo-doo now. You killed 2. You seen what happened when we killed 1. Now you killed 2. Oh, man. There goes the oil field out and the left side of the ballpark. Gone. All right, anyhow. So that being said, there's no problem at all claimed 177 people are dead this morning, folks. Boeing crash that claimed 177 lives hour after missile attack on U.S. base was caused by engine fire, but refuses, capital letters, to hand over jet's black box as images show fuselage peppered with holes. So one, it takes off from Tehran, headed to Kiev, Ukraine, all right? Takes off 2 minutes, so it's still in Iran. Iran knows it's going to come down, and they're going to have the plane. They're going to have the black box, and they're going to have the information they release to the world. So let's go here. Number 4. Who was on board? So who was on board? Among the victims were 82 Iranians. First of all, don't tell me you think Iran cares there was 82 Iranians on that plane and they're dead. So let's just gloss right over that, okay? 63 Canadians. I wonder if Justin Trudeau, is that his name, the little blackface Aladdin boy king up there in Canada? The little guy, you know, that guy that it might be calling Donald now and saying, hey, you're the only one with a set of gonads big enough to go after these people. I'm sorry, it just happens. It happens. But you're the only one with a set. Now, I know Donald, his first reaction to Donald is, Donald, I know over at the NATO summit, it seems like, CNN report, it seems like I was laughing at you. That's our theme. Let's say secret word. Say the secret word with $100. $100. Say the secret word. Groucho Marx. Seems is a secret. Little chicken or whatever falls out of the air. You win $100. All right. Anyhow, Lost my damn mind today. But, you know, little Trudeau, is he calling Donald and saying, it seemed like I was laughing at you at NATO, but not anymore? Or is he calling Donald and saying, it's your damn fault? How fast will CNN and all of them come out and say, maybe it seems like it could be Trump's fault that 63 Canadians are dead? Oh, I don't think it'll take to the end of the day. No, I don't. If they will go from seems to if Iran's responsible, they'll start analyzing it. Will the Prime Minister of Canada call Donald Trump and say, see what the hell you did? How long before it'll be reported that Donald Trump killed 63 Canadians? 11 Ukrainians were on there, including 9 crew, 10 Swedes, 4 Afghans, 7 Lords of Leaping Up. What's that song? All right. 4 Afghans, 3 Brits, and 3 Germans. Ukraine officials said that 169 people had bought tickets for the flight, but 2 had not boarded the plane. All right. So that's how many's dead. Let me do this. Google this. Ukraine will not come out and make a statement clearing Iran of this. They haven't. Google it. Okay. So where did I get that from? That little juicy. Let's see where we have that. Here is go. You can look all over. Okay. This is, and I'm not telling you to trust all these sites, but this is the dailymail.com over there in Ukraine, UK, dailymail.com. All right. Iran has blamed a technical failure for a plane crash which killed 177 near Tehran just hours after the Islamic Republic launched missile strikes on U.S. bases in retaliation of the death of Soleimani. How long before they say, hey, are they going to turn on America, Canada? Are they going to turn on America? I don't know. The Boeing 737 came down just minutes after takeoff from the Tehran airport, sparking fresh alarm amid spiraling tensions in the Middle East. 3 Brits and 63 Canadians were among the 177. Mystery surrounded the cause of crash this morning after images emerged showing the wreckage of the Boeing fuselage peppered with holes at the crash site. All right, then we go to the BBC. BBC News, Iran plane crash. Ukrainian international jet crashes, kills 176. All right, Ukraine International Airport, the majority of passengers were from Iran and Canada. Okay. Now, if I remember right, Canada's got a big presence over in Iran. And if I remember right, just, you know, we can Google this. Actually, Canada helped a couple of our, through their embassy, they helped a couple of our, it was originally, let's see, it was November 4th, 1979. It was originally 60 and 8 got out. Okay, I think Canada helped those 8 get out. But anyhow, let me go with this, and we will get past that. I had it here just a minute ago. Let me see here. Hang tight. I got it. Number 23. All right. Ukraine International Airlines plane crashes in Tehran shortly after takeoff. All 176 on board killed. Wonder if CNN will say it seems like Iran was sending a message to the Brits and the Canadians. Wonder what will shake out here. I'd like to hear the phone calls between Canada, Tehran, Canada and Trump, the Brits and Trump. I'd like to hear the phone calls. All right. I'm going to take a brief break. We're going to come back. I'm not going to switch gears totally. We're going to stay on this, but I do want to bring something up. So it's 9:06. If you tuned in this morning, because I did put it on Facebook, okay? look at now. Let's think. Let me wrap your brain around. So don't go anywhere if you're national out there. I'm not going to do this till about 9:45. So 9:45. If you want to leave the ground because I'm going to do something local, I don't think you should. I think you should pay attention to this, even though it is a local Georgia situation. I think this is where we're at in America, and this is what we're not paying attention to. Now, if you were in Atlanta and all over the world, you know Cobb County. I mean, Cobb County it's a behemoth. It's an enormous county in Georgia. It takes a lot of money to operate this county. Now go to number 2. All right. And this website everybody can find, and it is accurate. Cobb tax jurisdiction breakdown for 2020. The combined. Now we can talk about it later, what it means, but your combined minimal combined sales tax rate in Cobb is 6%. Okay? Wrap your head around that. Now, go to number 1. Okay, Gilmer County tax jurisdiction breakdown for 2020. Minimum combined sales tax rate value, 7%. A percent over, okay, Cobb. Now, yesterday I watched the mayor of LJ, and this is not a negative comment, the mayor of LJ, East LJ, and the chairman of the commission here in Gilmer County, Charlie Paris, get together and my words, salivate over the new pot of gold because they want to see a change. Now, don't get misunderstood. They're going to tell you that, it's up to the people. We'll go into that. But they want to see that change from 7% to 8%. Yes. Gilmer County at an 8% sales tax rate. Tell me how many of you will leave the county and do your business elsewhere because there's some retailers in the county that are very upset. I'm going to take a break. This is at 9:45, okay? We come back, we're going to get into impeachment. We're going to continue with what it seems like that our media is trying to help Iran and start a war. Damn. Take us a break.
Complete queen bedroom packages at amazing prices. Get this queen bed, dresser and mirror, one nightstand, bedding set, and free 32-inch TV, all for only $1799.99 or $129.99 a month. Or get this complete queen bedroom set and sleep in style, also for only $1799.99 or $129.99 a month. What an incredible deal! Stop in today at one of our 5 locations and get the furniture you've always wanted at Circuit World.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
I'm Jeff Riblet, President of Asset Protection Group. As a certified financial planner and with 20 years experience, I've helped thousands of families and business owners create a tremendous amount of wealth. Fortunately, most of that wealth has been protected. Don't allow an unforeseen life event, such as a nursing home stay or the next market meltdown, destroy your family's wealth. Be smart. Call me. Let's determine how best to protect your assets and preserve your wealth.
Okay, folks, we're back. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. Had a little freeze up here. Tell them how they get in touch with the show. There you go. That's the phone number and all the social media ways you can follow us. And we're doing a lot of new things this year. We have we're going to be hanging some pictures. We'll probably put a picture of the All-Star political panel right there. So when I look up, I'll be able to see the Cub fan, know his presence is hovering over me. There's a thought. And then we're live from FYN TV Studio B. We got a lot going on. Yesterday, we signed a deal with Lumpkin County Chamber of Commerce. We're really excited about that. And the Lumpkin County Chamber of Commerce wants to present to the citizens the state of the county address from elected officials that they hold every year. So I forget the date, but fyntv.com will be bringing that live. Okay. I want to see something here. I was trying to look at something during the break. I want to make sure that the president, see if there's an update here. Commander-in-Chief will address the nation. Okay. Now, this is on Fox News now. And I went across the pond. I jumped across the pond. I don't know what the hell that sounds like. But now, maybe this was on a little earlier, but Iran refuses to hand over, this is from Fox News, Iran refuses to hand over airliner's black box. Interesting. Let's just do that because I just found that on Fox. That doesn't mean it validates it because MSNBC said, you know, it starts here, it goes to here, it goes to Gateway Pundit, and it hits Rush, and then it hits Drudge, and it goes here, and then it gets to Fox News. So I have not had an opportunity to see the total line or chain of events, but Fox News is reporting the same thing we're bringing you here, number 6, okay? Right here, we brought this to you earlier. Refuses to hand over the jet's black box. Now, Fox News is saying Iran refuses to hand over airliner's black box. All right. And trying to make Boeing look bad. I mean, there's a lot of moving parts here, a lot of components, a lot of people dead, by the way. And so Iran is refusing to hand over the black box of the doomed Ukrainian airliner to Boeing amid an investigation into what caused the crash. So they don't want Boeing to have it. Now, Boeing needs the black box. The black box is set up for so many different things. But if and when, sadly, an airliner goes down, that black box recovery is important to capture all the information that was taking place in that plane at the time it went down so they could avoid any future, you know, deaths, casualties, wrecks, safety, all the things above, you know that. So anyhow, all right. So now I think I want to go through some of my pictures. Let me go through some of the things that were said this morning. Retaliation. All right, a couple things I want to run by you. Retaliation. Okay. So it seems like, let's go with that one real quick. 35. Just leave that up while I talk about this for a minute. Retaliation. Some of the things I heard. Defending ourselves. The media is going to bring you a narrative today of Iran was doing no more than defending themselves. They followed the UN Charter and they were retaliating. They did it within the law, is what the media will try to sell you today, because we did it within the law because of the UN Charter so-and-so. So the media will make it, Democrats will help. They'll make it lawful, retaliate, defending. All Iran was doing is defending themselves. Now, if all else fails, wipe Israel off the map. And let me go to this one for a minute, okay? Iran has threatened, as always, to wipe Israel off the map. So they have retaliated. This is from our media. They were just defending themselves. They did it lawfully within UN Charter. We love to help these people. Our media does in any way whatsoever could be possible. Let's give, where is this piece of garbage? Where's his tweet? I had it just a minute ago. That's not him. That's not him. We had it earlier. I know I'm going to find it. Give me number 19, okay? So Iran took and considered proportionate measures in this. So getting back just quickly here. All right. Where was I at? There we go. Retaliation, defending themselves within the law. And then if all else fails, we will wipe Israel off the face of the map. Okay? So now we have Canadians dead. No black box will be turned over. We have Brits dead. Okay, we have Iranians. In fact, if you are an innocent Iranian today, we're sorry that you were dead. But if you believe that crap on Allah and Muslim and whatever, and you got your virgins, you're dead. So anyhow, moving right along. All of that being said, I like to say that. Where was I at? Wipe Israel off the face of the map. So if Donald Trump now is a liability to Israel, if the liberal Israeli people are walking around and thinking their only security is to distance themselves, liberal media there and our liberal media, from Donald Trump, so Iran doesn't wipe them off the face of the earth if all else fails. But let me just say something, okay? The day of, I don't want to say majority because I don't have any polling data that's accurate on this. I'm going to say majority, but I don't want held to it, I guess. The day of the majority of the American people understanding the significance and the reason why we defend our ally, the only true democracy in the region, at any time whatsoever, is not there anymore. First of all, Democrats in general, no matter how much they lie, they do not defend Israel and do not think we should defend Israel. Okay? Now, over 50% of the American people live on the coast. Okay? And that population does not feel it. Now, here's the demographic that does not understand. So if Iran made an attempt to, okay, wipe Israel off the face of the map, and we respond in retaliation seemed like it would be appropriate, right? If we responding, helping our allies, our kids do not see the significance of helping Israel. You ask young people, I'm talking go 30 years old, go as high as 30 and younger, and ask if they understand the significance and the reasons to defend Israel, and would they agree if Iran attacks Israel that we come to their defense. Watch what happens. So if all else fails, tell everybody you're going to attack Israel. Don't get confused. This is my point this morning. Young people don't understand the need to defend Israel. Iran restrained, didn't hurt anyone, just showing us they would respond. It's disgusting, all the media that came out and said that Iran showed restraint. I'm serious, folks. That's what your kids are being fed. That's what the media is feeding anybody that will listen, is that Iran showed restraint. They were just slapping us in the face saying we could respond. And we know where your senators and your House of Representative members and your Mike Pompeo, Secretary of State, and the Vice President, we know where you guys show up to say hello to your men and women in uniform. That's where we sent the missiles. We can send them again when we know you're there. Don't forget, folks, November 4th, 1979, 52 American hostages, 444 days, and they're still not compensated. Still not compensated. I think, frankly, we just got lucky. Now, I didn't say it. I'm going to show you who did. This comment was said, well, Iran seemed to show restraint, and there doesn't seem to be any casualties, and it doesn't seem they were trying to. I think, frankly, we just got lucky. Whoa, fell out of my chair on that one this morning. Cover-up. A cover-up on this plane crash. All right. Everything Trump does, according to Democrats, is a cover-up. I heard one newscaster say General Soleimani was a very bad man. I just, like I said, I would love if you can get at 12 noon or the great one, Mark Levin, I would love to hear these guys tell me directly how they wrap their brain around this nonsense when they hear somebody say General Soleimani was a very bad man. I was wondering, is this guy like sitting down with like kindergartners and saying, I know you have questions, but you first need to know he was a very bad man, very bad man. And we round out some of the things that have exploded my head with what we're hearing in assassination. So let me run through my picks this morning. First of all, and we're going to get to I got to get to some other subjects. So 48, don't forget, folks, they have nothing's escalated. Every time you hear the media say Donald Trump has escalated tensions in the region, never happened. Never happened. Donald Trump ended the tensions and escalation in the region by letting them know there's a new sheriff in town. His name's not Barack. His name's not George W. His name's not Jimmy Carter. Nothing. Got it? That's what he did. Don't forget. November 4th, 1979, 444 days, 52 Americans still not compensated. But this guy here, where is this piece of SH asterisk? I got it here somewhere. This guy here, number 42, okay? He made sure that he got the money, him and Obama, John Kerry, to this Zarif. He made sure he got enough money to them so they could purchase uranium from Russia that we sold so they could continue their nuclear program. Yes, to wipe us off the face of the earth and kill Americans. He made sure that the terrorist groups that Iran could build missiles and have the money for John Kerry, but the 52 hostages still not compensated today. All right, so let me go through that one. All right, number 41. They're all Iranian lawmakers. There he is. They can't wait to get a comment from him. Okay, number 39. Iran fires missiles to U.S. troops in Iraq. No casualties reported from more than a dozen ballistic missiles. They're letting you know we can find you. Number 38, Iran fires the missiles. This is the Allah, whatever, Halamani or whatever his damn name is with the towel on his head. All right. Damn, who the hell told him to wrap a sheet around their damn head? But anyhow, he's on there saying we slapped America in the face. Okay, number 37, CNN. All right. Iran took concluded proportionate measures in self-defense. We do not seek. He will get on there. We do not seek to escalate war. We do not. It will be the Americans. But we will defend ourselves. Oh, I do. Sorry. All right, here you go. CNN letting them know, hey, if you want to kill a couple of our kids, okay, all is well. Number 36, all is well. But here they are. If you want to lob any more rockets, if you're not exactly sure where our men and women and our kids are stationed, we'll let you know. So here's number 33. Mark Esper, the U.S. Secretary of Defense. I actually like this guy, okay? Reporter, can you clarify the attack on Soleimani was planning Was that days or weeks away? It don't matter. Was it going to be weeks before the intelligence you have says he's going to kill Americans, or just a couple of days? What was it? Because if it was weeks away, why did we strike or prevent killing Americans? Or if it was days away, he was there on a diplomatic mission. Esper says, yeah, they know it. Here's the thing. When these pieces of crap come to the microphone, folks, they know we needed to do this. They know we needed to do this, or we were risking the life of our ambassador, State Department, Marines, whoever's in the embassy. They knew that. Every time they come up and they question the strategy, well, we understand he's a bad man. We're not mourning him. We didn't cry. We didn't sit for 3 days and not come out of the house. But Trump's strategy. We want to hear more about the strategy. These people are number 32. Slain Iranian generals planned attack on Americans. Slain. We'd slain him. Who was days away? Esper says it was days. It was imminent threat. It was days. Here's Nancy. All right, Nancy's closely monitoring. This is for the liberal whack jobs of the side of the show. Okay, number 31. Number 31. Closely monitoring the situation following bombing targeting U.S. troops in Iraq. We must ensure the safety of our servicemen. Says CNN and MSNBC. Quit with the graphics, okay? Including ending needless provocations from the administration. Donald, if you wouldn't have killed that bad man, Soleimani, this may not have happened. You got to stop it, Donald. I'm closely monitoring this. Holy mackerel. My wife said the other day, she's watching the news, which she can't stand it. She comes in, if I have it on, she can't stand it. She said, do the Democrats really, she's hearing a couple of them respond. She said, did the Democrats really hear how crazy and stupid they sound? I don't know. From the administration and demanding that Iran cease its violence, America and world cannot afford a war. We cannot. We've spent trillions, and my friends have made millions, but we can't afford it now. All is well, Donald Trump. They're messed up over this. Number 29, he messes the media up on a daily basis. All is well. Missiles launched from Iran at 2 military bases located in Iraq. Assessment of the casualties and damages taking place now. So far, so good. All right, let me just say this, okay? Iraq, I do not want to come to their defense, but the people of Iraq that's outside of what we call our beltway, outside of the corruption of Iran and the Iraqi administration there, they're not bad people. They do not want Iran to take over their country. Iraq actually has a parliament that might let a woman drive. Iraq actually has a parliament that might let a woman vote. Iraq actually has a parliament. I don't know if they're burning, gays in the square or not. You can get mad at me if you want, but Iran takes over, man, they're going to start flushing out all the gays, burning them. You didn't like that. I'm sorry, but they're going to. They're going to hang them, burn them, chop them up. You think they're going to Khashoggi them? That's what they call it in Iran. If you're gay and you're in a gay club in Iran, you look over and say, "Don't get Khashoggi." That's what they call it. So they're going to do that. Women are not going to vote. Women are not going to drive. I mean, and endless. The good people of Iraq do not want Iran to be taken over, and a lot of their government do not want. They know what's going to happen. Iran's going to try to roll in and take over the place. All right. So let me see. Let me get past that. I wanted to do the Facebook, but I'm not going to have time. We're hearing about the witnesses. Let me go through this really quick. 21, just a reminder that MSNBC, Morning Joe, and Minka showed this picture at that base that was receiving missiles last night of Trump being there December 26, 2018. So they could say, hey, Iran says, we know where you show up. We'll get you. It's disgusting. I just wanted to show you that. Okay. Zarif, we've done that. 18. These two pieces of garbage should be taken off the air immediately. Okay. Listen, freedom of speech, freedom of religion, freedom to worship, freedom of speech, freedom of the media. I get it, but this does not fall under that. I'm sorry. Iran fires missiles at U.S. forces in Iraq. These two people are disgusting. Number 17, Joe and Meacham there, I think his name. Iran retaliates for U.S. killing. They retaliated. Oh, they love it. They love it. This is the guy, number 16. He's a general. I forget. They have him on here, number 16. Iran after missile strikes. We do not seek escalation or war. This is the guy that says, I think we just got lucky. Whoa. Nobody's dead. I think we just got lucky. Okay. Don't want to go through that. This guy here, Representative Crow, and the lawmaker signed letter, number 12. I mean, he looks as spastic and number 12. Is that 12? There you go. I'm sorry. I may have called it. Number 12, Representative Crow and lawmakers signed a letter demanding answers from Trump White House on Iran strategy. I read you the portions of that letter early. It's just anti-American, anti-patriot. Here he is, number 8. We'll show you this again. Okay. Here he is on Capitol Hill talking to little Willie. Number 7, 6:41 a.m. Eastern time. Soleimani, the letter signed demanding answers from the Trump White House on Iran strategy. Now, if you've just tuned into this show or you watch it on a daily basis, you will figure out I pull up words. I focus on words. I've been watching words. Okay. I'm going to just say really as a very, very young child. And I'm serious because we had a house with news. I mean, when the news came on, you sit down. But Dad, I'm only 4. I'll never understand this. You're going to sit and watch the damn news, son. And when you get done, I'm going to explain to you what the hell these liberals really said. Okay. Can I play with a race car? No. So after the news, my dad always picked out the words. No, I say this nicely. My dad always did. And from an early age, he picked out the words and said, see, focus in on this word, okay? My dad taught me when Democrats say they were going to invest, oh, hell, taxes just went up, right? That's where I learned what invest means. Not in your 401k, not in the stock market. When Democrats said we want to invest in this nation, holy smokes, we're going to raise our taxes. And moving right along, as I say, lawmakers signed strategy, Iran strategy. Well, we understand he was a bad man. He was a very bad man. He did kill our kids. And you know what? We're not going to cry, but we're concerned over the strategy. What's his strategy here? His strategy was Americans not being killed in 2 or 3 days. They want you to believe that this guy was it's actually out there that he was in Iraq on a diplomatic mission. Holy mackerel, hold my chest like Mike Pompeo. Hey, could somebody raise their hand and tell me they really believe that? All right, let me get through here. Okay. Number 3, Iran state media, Ukrainian plane crashes. All right. And okay, so let's take a break. We're going to do 2 more segments today. I'm going to come back and go through a couple quick things that I'm also going to tie to state. And then I'm going to do a local Gilmer County T-Splosh segment on salivating over the pot of gold. That's my opinion. Take us to break.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in LOJ, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Ace is your helpful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge, we have your new house in stock.
Circuit World has 9-piece living room packages at incredible prices. Get this stylish sofa and love seat, 3 tables, 2 lamps, 43-inch 4K TV, and stand, all for only $1699.99 or $129.99 a month. Or get this 9-piece living room and reclining sofa and reclining love seat, now only $1999.99 or $149.99 a month. These packages are amazing. Stop in today at one of our 5 locations and get the furniture you've always wanted at Circuit World.
We're back. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office. North Georgia's only live online morning show. There is the phone number, email to reach me, and we are in FYN TV Studio B. We have a lot of new things going on this year that require more than one studio that is working, and I want my own. Why Studio B? You must ask. Why Studio B? Leave that up for a minute, okay? Because since the inception, should you say that? Since the beginning of the show, okay, I have worked out of the show is Good Morning from the Office. Don't get sidetracked, because when I started the show, I put a camera in a corner and I went to my desk at my office and I did a show. I started about 35 minutes. Next thing you know, then I moved we built a studio for the show. Then we built not just a studio, because the producer used to be the director, producer, engineer, whoever the hell they are. They used to be in the same room with me, right? Same room. Sadly, Samantha will tell you, she's our general manager now, that when she started, she actually produced my show and she sat in the same room with me. So when I yelled at the camera, I was yelling at this poor kid. I was. Lonnie will tell you about how many days that actually when I looked at the camera, he was 7 feet away and I was yelling at him and he had to listen to it for 2 hours. So anyhow, then we got it to where, growing. We're a grassroots, we're an online news network, okay, fyntv.com. So then we got to where we can build a production area, okay, outside of the studio, and they're not in the room with me. And they get to talk about me, and I can't see it. I can see them in there, but there's a glare on the glass where, they can do things, make fun of me, even, whatever. But anyhow, all jokes aside, we got to there. Now, when we got there, then FYN TV got to the point where I was having to move all the time because we're going to have other things. We got some new sports shows going on this year that are in development. We have some new segments with the studio that's going on this year. So we decided, because Studio A, let me say it like this, Studio A has to have the direct contact with the producer, whether we're producing a commercial for you, whether producing a professional segment for a candidate. We have candidates that come now, and part of their marketing deal is to record a 3 or 4 minute spiel to ask you to vote for them. So I'm having to move every day. When I get up, for some reason, I'm having to shut down, move, get my stuff, make sure I'm out of the way. I've had it with that. I'm tired of being in the way. That's funny, right? So we developed Studio B because I can do the show in FYN TV Studio B with the technology. And when we set up our production room, we made sure we built it in a way where we can have multiple studios. So there you go. So right now, it's not happening, but right now, Studio A could be recording another show or a segment for some reason whatsoever. I don't care if it's how to ride a bicycle. They can be doing it because those are the things we're going to break into this year. So that's a pretty clear definition of why and reason there is a Studio B. Now, let me get back, okay? Quickly. The President of the United States will address the nation at 11 o'clock. That's the note I have, okay? So let's put up number 49, okay? Nick, this is Nick. Remember this. How would you ever believe if you go to, what's his name, that piece of garbage attorney, Avenatti and Stormy Daniels, the Hooters girl, Stormy Daniels, Avenatti, Christine Blasey Ford. It doesn't matter what the story is. Does not matter. Look at 2019 Man of the Year, right? 2019 Man of the Year, Rachel Maddow. She got every damn thing wrong, or he did. Man of the Year, right? How could you ever, big word, listen to these networks and come away feeling that they're presenting you the truth? Remember this? CNN settled. They had a $250 million lawsuit against these guys. CNN. Nick Sandman, remember? He had a $250 million lawsuit. Now, they've not disclosed the settlement, and that's not uncommon, folks. The attorneys go in and say, okay, we'll settle, but you're not allowed to talk about it for 10 years. And if you sign this paperwork, you want $250 million, we're going to give you $35 million, but you can't say a word for 10 years, right? And you can't even use this settlement agreement in the fact that you have other cases against other networks. Washington Post, right? NBC, I think there's 2 more defamation cases. But a $250 million CNN settles Nick Sandman defamation lawsuit in Covington Catholic School controversy. And you remember, this is all about abortion, all right? And the Catholic schools go, the Right to Life, is at the Right to Life March, okay, of the Catholic schools, all right? They show up, and you got this whack job that claims to be an Indian chief doing his whoa, whatever the hell, okay? So CNN on Tuesday settled a defamation lawsuit filed by Covington Catholic high school student Nick Sandman over its botched coverage of a viral confrontation with a Native American elder that had portrayed the Kentucky teen as an aggressor. Remember that? There's 2 more lawsuits out there. CNN losing a lawsuit because they did not present the facts, and defamation. And they are journalists above everything. Could more be coming? So let's wrap that up. Let's see what else I have here. The mustache, we talked about it yesterday. Bolton is willing to testify, number 40. He is a war hawk. He wanted war. He wanted Trump to be in a war by now with either North Korea or Iran, and said it was the only way to handle things. And my brother said yesterday on the show, Bolton's ready to testify only because he is mad and his ego is hurt that he didn't get to be involved in killing Soleimani. I don't know. The turtle, as Rush calls him, number 34. McConnell won't promise impeachment trial witnesses. GOP Senate leader says he has the votes to set trial rules without Dems. So what McConnell has done, whether you agree with it or not, he has decided to set the exact rules that were set for Bill Clinton, his trial in the Senate for impeachment. That was voted on. There's 100 senators. That was voted on 100 to nothing. Okay? So he is set to do that. Let me see what else I have here. Okay. Facebook. Let's just go to this 27. We'll talk about it tomorrow. Top Facebook execs. Yes, we got Trump elected. Letting you know ahead of time. You better be careful. All right. See what else I have that is on that line of action. So yes, we got him elected. A lot of people don't know that President Trump had lunch within a group, not one-on-one, but within a group with Mark Zuckerberg, the CEO of Facebook, I think last week. Okay. They're not reporting that because they're hopefully, they're just cautious and making sure they don't highlight some things. But I've told you before, when it comes to Tim Cook, CEO of Apple, and these lefties in this tech world, no matter how left they are, they love waking up. Now, Zuckerberg loves waking up, realizing and says, I'm worth $180 billion or whatever. They love that, okay? No matter what you might think, yes, I should pay higher taxes. It's possible I could be worth 179. I could do without. I would just cut back on some of the groceries. I will have 179 billion and not 180. Look, talk taxes when a dollar is a dollar, period. Okay. So anyhow, they love it. And they know the only protection they have in the world for their intellectual property and their programs and their business is Donald J. Trump. So don't let them say whatever they want. Now, end the recording. Okay, go start a new recording. Get that off the screen. Get the Facebook off the screen, everything, okay? Just text me and tell me you've started the new recording. Give me a thumbs up or something because I can't see you in the studio right now. So just tell me, are we ready? Because I want this to go out all by itself. All right, thumbs up. Now, because I can't see directly through the glass anymore in Studio B to get the thumbs up as I used to. Anyhow, and we're working on my new earpiece for the room to talk to me. All right, moving right along. It's recorded. So yesterday, now, first of all, I do know I put a post up on Gilmer County, and let me read the post. I will read the post. Okay. So you know what I wrote, okay? And I'm not knocking anybody in Gilmer County. Please, my promise is no. Okay, I love the people of Gilmer County. Not knocking anybody at all. I want to be clear. But I do know you will not comment, okay? I do know you will not probably hit like or say anything in any way whatsoever because you can't let, and this is my opinion. Let me be very clear. This is my opinion. But you can't let elected officials in the cities and the school system and in the commission know publicly you agree with me or support this, what I'm saying, because there could be retribution. Now, my opinion, I'm not accusing anybody of retribution or knowingly, but I know what could happen if you go public. So I'll go public. I don't care what they say. All right. Now, taxed enough already. Now, every time the citizens of Gilmer County and taxes come up, we hear the $4 million plus bond debt payment yearly. It's true. So there's a commission base in the Wayback Machine that put us in an enormous debt in several different areas that the county has a $4 million plus bond payment a year. Okay. But where is the money going? It is time for the citizens of Gilmer County to ask where your money's going. If you continue to sit on your hands, okay, now you will hear, if you ask, you will hear how good the fund balance is, okay? Now the chairman, Charlie Paris, is a nice enough guy. So he's nice. And if you go in as one of the citizens and say, I'd like to know where is the money going, he will have a great explanation. Why? He will start talking about the fund balance, and he will talk about the fund, not fund, F-U-N-D, fund balance back when Chairman J.C. Sanford, okay, in the Gilmer County time of depression. We went through a depression, folks. So not being said. Now, let me say this. For those of you out there in Gilmer County, you know that I only missed 2 meetings in 4 years when Chairman Sanford, when he was chairman, okay, his administration, J.C. Sanford. 2 meetings. I'm including workshops, special meetings, nightly meetings. 2 in 4 years, all I missed. And let me tell you something I sat on that back bench. And you know who I sat on that back bench with? Charlie Paris. Now, at this time, Chairman Paris had what I feel is a much different view of his how his administration is run. When we were both backbenchers, like an old Baptist, sitting on the pews, the bench came out of a church. So like old Baptists, we sit next to each other. And I had, along with the Chairman Paris, a much different view on things than Mr. Chairman has today, which confuses me. So when the chairman, and I want to say this, at that time, and this is one of many I will do, at that time, the citizens of Gilmer County need to know that J.C. Sanford was the right chairman at the right time for the citizens. I gave him hell for 4 years. I was there. I drilled down anything he tried to do. But there was a lot of times when I gave him hell, he ignored me, ignored most of us, because he went back in the room and he knew that Gilmer County was just days and hours at times of being totally broke and not being able to make payroll. So he was the right chairman. He knew he didn't care. He didn't care. He didn't spend a dime because he had to get us through the 4 years. Now, being positive on that, there's a lot of other negatives that I could highlight. But then when Chairman Paris was elected, I got out of the way, okay? I knew financially, I knew roads, bridges, I knew the county was in a disaster mess in some areas. I know people did not get raises for years and employees were upset. I knew not everything, but I knew a general idea of what his desk looked like when he took office from Chairman Sanford. So in those 4 years, I think I went to 2. I only missed 2 meetings with Chairman Sanford. But in the first 4 years, I only went to like 2 meetings. And I would always talk to Chairman Paris, look, I think you really need time to get this ball turned around. And I understand. But I started finding out that as former chairman, you got to realize, Charlie Paris was former chairman of the Tea Party of Gilmer County. He stood for taxed enough already. And I'm going to say this because let me read what I wrote on Facebook, okay? Good morning from the office. That would be me, blah, blah, blah. Okay. This is what I wrote. So if you want to know, Combined sales tax rate in Cobb County is 6%. So put up number 1. Is that Cobb or number 2 is Cobb? Which one's Cobb? Put up the one that's Cobb, okay? All right, thank you. Combined sales tax rate in Cobb County is 6%. Current Gilmer County combined sales tax rate is 7%. So put up number 1 or the other one. All right, there's Cobb County, there's there. Chairman Charlie Paris is leading the Gilmer County citizens to believe the only way to repair roads and bridges is to raise taxes through a T-splost, another 1% tax. Gilmer County will be an 8% tax rate. If him and others lead you to believe that's the only way you can repair the roads and bridges, this would move Gilmer County to an 8% sales tax rate. Maybe roads, okay, and bridges need to go to the top of the commissioner's priority list. So let me just say this, citizens. I understand I'm about to get splashed into the pool because people want you to believe I don't want a pool. It's wrong. Look at the camera. It's wrong. But I do have a difference of opinion on the priority level of property tax and tax in the county. Now, you have 3 priorities. That's me. All right. You have 3. Roads and bridges, EMS, and public safety. All right. So every time I get run through the mill, let me finish writing it here. This tax will move Gilmer to 8%. No, priority list. No, they're not going to do it that way. Plenty of money for a pool. Now I will get run through the mud again that, oh, there's not plenty of money for the pool. But the pool, in my opinion, because all actions lead to it, has gone to the priority level here. And your roads and bridges have gone here, okay? So to the pool. What, and I did write this on Facebook, I am not against the pool. What about roads, your school buses travel, getting our kids to school? What about when you call 911? Roads to get a fire truck, EMS, law enforcement to your home. Maybe roads needs to be top priority and not raising taxes on the citizens of Gilmer County and leading them to believe it's the only way you can fix the roads. Now look back at me directly in the camera. If you don't know me, you know I'm a sports nut. You know it. If you don't know me, you know that you can find me at Park and Rec. We just did 62 teams, 110 games at the Fannin County Park and Rec, okay? You know it. You know how we feel about highlighting and promoting young athletes in a positive way in our sports department. You know it. I am not against. I have had talks with the Park and Rec director on how to build a new Park and Rec facility for Gilmer. You know out there, and I can't spend the time, it's 10 o'clock. We're going to do more on this. You know I am supporting a new Park and Rec facility and a new pool. But when it comes to your tax dollars, period, okay, getting little Billy, Johnny, Susie, and Becky to school safely is more important than if they can dive off the diving board in a pool. So maybe we need to take roads to the top priority so that our little kiddies can get back and forth home from school safe. Then for senior citizens that want to do aerobics in the pool and they're leading you to believe that you could do your aerobics in the senior citizen side of the pool, great. I want you to do that. But what I'd also like you to do is be able to call 911 and get an ambulance, a fire truck, someone from law enforcement to your home. Roads needs to be priority. You need to find out, Gilmer County citizens, where your tax money is going and why they are encouraging a new tax that would bring it to 8% in Gilmer County. I watched them salivate, my words, my opinion, over the pot of gold yesterday. I'm your host, BKP T-Splost. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, Studio B. And that is just one part of many I'm going to do. I'm going to elaborate on this. Well, 10:01, Studio B successful. I'm out. Hey, Rick, don't go nowhere. Rick and Bruce tomorrow. The Cub fan and Bruce will be right in. Ricky and Brucey in the morning. It's like a radio show. They will be there in the morning. I will be down at the Capitol in Atlanta with Speaker David Ralston listening to the pre-2020 legislative session press conference. I'm out. Now I'm out. Go.